Phin Xaypangna. I work for Mecklenburg County in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I am currently just transitioned a new role into a learning and development consultant. Mainly, it's to help the organization perform better in leadership development, organizational assessment, working with leaders to help improve their culture, organization's culture, mainly focused on the people side of the business. So I graduated from my MPA, and actually before I graduated, I needed to do an internship. And this opportunity at another organization came up, and they needed someone to work part-time and for a city in learning and development. And I saw the ad, I applied for it, got the job, and then that counted as my internship. So I stayed with them since then, and was the same organization in similar positions, but in different roles. I guess in the same organization in different roles over 10 years with the city of Charlotte, mainly focusing on organization development, diversity, inclusion. Let me just talk a little bit about why I got into public administration. My country came to the U.S. As refugees in this country. And as part of that, I wanted to get into politics or public administration because I felt that through my struggles and my family struggle in the U.S., that it's something that I want to invest in the country. I want to be able to provide back to the country that had brought us to the U.S. to give us the opportunity. So if public service was sort of something that that I knew that I needed to do, as well as my father back in the country, he was in public service as a police officer. So that sort of, I had been, family as well as wanting to make the U.S. better as I'm, part of a citizen of this country. So that has kind of inspired me to become part of the public service field. In my job, and this is kind of interesting, and I think what I do today and why it's so important based on why I got in the field is that I'm about helping the organization, helping those that serve citizens daily to perform better so that they can do the job better. So I am out there working with management to kind of help them to build a better team, to build a better staff, so that their staff, developing their staff so that they can in turn serve the public better. So that's sort of what I do every day, is helping employees to perform better, to develop their skill sets so that they can serve our citizens better. So that's what I do, and that's what I like about doing that. I have this drive to do better. That goes back to why I came to the U.S. My family brought us to the U.S. mainly because they want to get a better education for us. So my desire to be better and to be in an organization that I could be successful at, that drive. So that's one thing. The other thing is I am, whatever I do give it 100%. So I'm about results rather than about how much hard work you put in. So the things that I have chose to do, to be involved in, are the things that I know will make a difference. I came to work at Mecklenburg County as the diversity manager for the organization. And as part of that is to look at how Mecklenburg County can be an organization that would be inclusive and diverse and inclusive to its employees and to serve the public, that we're here to serve the public and we need to be a diverse organization that serves the diverse population. So part of my role was to develop our diversity strategic plan. It took about 6 to 8 months. I work with organizations I work with employees throughout the organizations to come up with a plan of how we are going to approach our diversity and inclusion efforts for the county. And that plan is still in place today. That's been 8 years ago. And we're making progress every day with implementing those strategies in the plan. I'm no longer in that position as the manager overseeing our diversity effort, but that plan gave us the direction, a strategic guidance to implement diversity and inclusion for the organization. I'm very proud of that. We have other organizations throughout the country who would contact me and ask about that effort and see how they could also use information to help them develop their strategic plan for the organization. So I'm proud of it. on that particular project. I think one of the things that's important is that you have to have a strong interest in serving the public. It's a desire to give back, a desire to be involved, engaged in a community. And you can go into public service, but not involved in the community. But to be a public servant, you have to be engaged in the community and be involved. That's how you really, truly are a public servant. So I think that they have to have desire to be part of the community that they live in. And the other thing I think is important is that as they are moving into a career, pick the career or the opportunity, not the career. Pick the opportunity that would make the best impact. Don't just I will truly believe that you should just take every single project and someone assign you and do it. Or be involved in every single thing so that you build a name for yourself and people begin to know who you are. But I think doing that's good, but in addition to that, you have to be able to decide what are the greatest impact that you can make, and then go after those projects and activities. Because not every single thing that you get into will have any impact. People don't even care sometimes. So pick the things that people care about, that you get a greater results and greater return on your investment of your time.